I got more beer, but I'm not gonna drink more beer. We're gonna just let this fire burn out and I'm gonna go to bed. Like peace and solitude, I guess. I don't like going to places like that where everybody's having their little peepees measured against everybody else's little peepee. Oh, look at my peepee. Oh, look at your peepee. Hey, let's swing our peepees. What's happening to YouTube? Let's talk about it. I think I'm gonna get rid of my off-road trailer and rooftop tent. I think I'm just kind of over the rooftop tent. For $2,000, every ground tent I have has been used as much as that rooftop tent has, and in still good shape. And that thing's just beat to shit. And to be quite honest, when I started getting tattooed in my teens, it wasn't a thing. And I wish I didn't have tattoos now, because who the hell doesn't have tattoos? And same with the rooftop tent. Look around. Every shitbox car on the road now has light bars and rooftop tents and traction boards and all kinds of horse shit. And I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. It's gotten out of control, and you come to campsites like this, there's just trash everywhere. It sucks. It sucks. It's sad. So this is a Katoma adventure shelter, and it's a fairly decent sized tent. I used this tent for a while, but it's just such a pain to set up solo that I kind of abandoned it. And I remember exactly when I decided I wanted a trailer. I don't know, I'm kind of over the rooftop tent now. It's served its purpose. I get really tired of seeing one on every other vehicle. It's kind of cool to have the 4Runner just kind of stealth, you know? Aside from the pinstripings, it just looks like it might be the grocery getter minivan. You just never know with it. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that undercover look. So this has got two vestibules. The rear one's not very big. I'm guessing this is kind of similar to, what's the one that's really become popular now? The zippers are real nice. They're much nicer than the ones on my Tepui tent, for sure. This also has that rolls up for the vestibule, which is a really big vestibule, and you can peg it out and have like an awning. It's really nice. This thing's pretty roomy. On the inside, I mean, easily sleep 2 people, probably 3 if you're really having a party. Ooh, we got boilage. We got boilage. She's boiling. She's a boiling. Let it cool down a little bit. Make our coffee, but I don't know. After the last trip that I took, and I don't know why I didn't bring that tent, because it is a bit of a pain in the ass to set up. But this is fun. I'll bring my trash bag over here and clean up the lottery losers shit. I just kind of like, I guess I like the idea that, because I've never been one to peacock around, right? I see a lot of peacocking with this overland bullshit, whatever it is. God, I sound bitter, but it, you know, at the end of the day, I don't like to peacock. I've never been a peacocker, right? I like to fly under the radar. That trailer was real functional for a really long time, but at the end of the day, it's just a fucking minivan, right? I kind of like that. I roll up in. I'm just a guy in a minivan, and it's just everywhere you go. Rooftop tent, rooftop tent, rooftop tent, rooftop tent, rooftop tent, and it's just. At least I can roll down my sleeves, right? You know, I can roll down my sleeves, and I just look like an old man. I like it. I kind of like the way the 4Runner looks, just, right? I don't know. I still overland half of my whole life. I just don't want to look like one. I think it was all the pictures from that Overland Expo that it made me sick. I'm like, oh, God. Jeez, really? All right. It's the same thing with the adventure bike things. It's the same thing, you know. I don't know. I like peace and solitude, I guess. I don't like going to places like that where everybody's having their little peepees measured against everybody else's little peepee. Oh, look at my peepee. Oh, look at your peepee. Hey, let's swing our peepees. Not into it. One of those mornings where you need to defrost her a little bit. There it is. There it is, just a little bit. Hang on, give it a second. There we go. Got a little dewy up here this morning. So I'm gonna have to put the tent up when I get home, let it dry out. So I've been thinking about selling the trailer for a while. And this little trip's kind of got me thinking I want to go back to a ground tent. I didn't have to wrestle with that vinyl cover, and it's 50 degrees this morning, so that would have been nice and stiff and unruly. Let's not forget, that's a $2,000 tent that I've already had to put parts into, right? Parts that once Thule bought the company out, no more support. I think I'm gonna go back to ground camping, back to kind of an understated deal. Because what do you notice since basically Instagram? Basically Instagram and overlanding became like a term. I mean, it's always been a term, right? But before it became a hashtag, people just car camped. Now, there's some cool things that came out of the whole thing, but a lot of bad things. The biggest thing I've seen come out of this whole hashtag overlanding is the huge groups. And it's human nature. I believe it's human nature to want to belong to something, right? Everybody wants to belong to something. They want to belong to a club, you know, and it's kind of like that. You know, everybody wants to belong here or there. So I am the odd man out for sure. And you get absolutely huge groups of people, and a lot of them have very huge attitudes because it's the you get mob mentality, and it's human nature, right? thoughts and attitudes. I just don't really want to be much of a part of that. So I can still find plenty of places to camp far away from people, and nobody's even gonna know what I'm up to, right? So I think I'm gonna sell that trailer. I think I've talked myself into it this trip. I'm gonna leave you with one last thought on why I'm kind of over having that overland look is, since it's gained such popularity and there's such large groups going out, I guarantee the public lumps you all in with the few bad seeds. And if you're a solo guy, it makes it a little more interesting when you get back into the back country, far back in there. Because I feel like you're probably seen as the enemy. You know, some of these people, they don't want to be they don't want you around. So I feel like if you're just kind of incognito cruising through, you're not really getting on anybody's radar per se. But if you got a rig, well, sadly, it's gotten so big that I think, you know, there's a few bad seeds out there. Not very many. It's just like everything, but the bad seeds ruin it for everybody. And so kind of going undercover now, just a little, you know, I don't know, just the thoughts of a madman. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.